No, like this thing. Can you hear? Oh my god. I wonder if they could hear. Could they hear this? I'm steaming my hair. There's a plastic bag. I wonder if they could hear the plastic bag. Oh, it is what it is. We move. You want me to unalive someone? Slow down. What the hell? The water just tried to take me out. That's what I get for speaking about all this unaliving. Oh my god, I'm still choking. What the hell? Can't breathe. No, the water tried to unalive me. Should I top up my lip gloss? It's not really that serious. It's fine. Should have noticed that my lip gloss dried up. Nah, you're right. Invoke. Ah! Oh! I thought something was crawling on me. It's just the wire from my mic. Everything's okay, guys. Crisis averted. Oh god, I need a nap.
Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to Sip and Vibing. Oh, it feels so good to be back on my Zoom. Yes it does. But your girl had to take a quick hiatus because, as you know, life just be lifing and it was pretty intense. So I just really had to take some time out to just get my ish together, get myself together, regain composure and get back on my Zoom. So here I am and it feels good to be back. If you are new here, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you stick around. If you are feeling the vibe by the end of this video, then don't forget to subscribe, check out some of my other content, let me know what you think. And to my returning subscribers, as always, I appreciate your love, your support and your loyalty. So I trust and hope everyone is good. I hope you've had a good week so far, regardless of what that looks like to you. And if you haven't, trust me, I know how that goes. But as always, we affirm that things will turn around for you as soon as possible. So guys, what are you all sipping on today? Me, I'm sipping on some water in my trusty mug. Okay, this thing is so good. Like if you put I got like ice water in there. If you put something cold in there, it literally stays cold for almost 24 hours. If you put something hot in there, it stays hot for almost 24 hours, which is kind of lit. But one time I was going to like this thing and I put tea in there, like coffee or tea in there in the mornings, and like I had to wait forever to drink my tea. I had to take the lid off, cool it down, and then I was like, okay, when I make my tea, I gotta make sure I put more cold milk in there or a little bit of cold water. A little bit of cold water or whatever. But yeah, we move. So yeah, anywho, so I'm sipping on some water because my birthday is coming up and I decided to be sober on the lead up to my birthday. I know that doesn't make sense, okay, it doesn't, because you should be turning up, but I am fluctuating with my weight. Oh, by the way, I'm a baby vegan too, so you know. Yeah, but yeah, no, my weight fluctuates. I'm just trying different things to just help keep me a certain weight, and I didn't want to be like feeling all swell up on my birthday as it is already, so we're just gonna act like we're doing something and not drink. But to be honest, it's kind of been working because I got on the scale this morning, okay, and your girl has lost a couple of pounds, so that motivated me to sip and vibe on some water today. All right, period. But yeah, my birthday is coming up and I'm going to get lit. I don't care, I'm about to turn up. All right, so yeah, Misha gonna have to be scraping me off the ground. No, I'm joking. But yeah, guys, so I'll probably like look this way and look this way because I'm back on the iPhone, which is annoying. I know it's a little bit off topic, right? But yeah, I'm back recording on my phone because I had the GoPro, but GoPro is an action camera and it needs to stay as that. Like if you do more videos like mine where you sit down, talk for a while, you know, getting in a groove, etc., it's not convenient. Like we had to separate, like the relationship wasn't working. So I realized after like 15 minutes of recording, it would overheat. And then you have to switch it off. Imagine like being in your groove, like we vibing, we talking, whatever, podcasting, anything. And then the camera just cuts out after 15 minutes, not even like an hour or 45 minutes at least. And then you have to wait like another 15 for it to cool down, which was so annoying. So I'll be vibing with you lot and then I just got to press the brakes and stop. And then I just got to sit here like, do 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 do, waiting for it to cool down. Like it was just way more hassle than it was actually worth. And then Like I would charge it ready to record, and then it's like I'll switch it on and the battery's low or the battery's dead. So it's like you have to charge it and use it straight away. Ain't nobody got time for all of that kerfuffle. So yeah, we had to part ways. So yeah, I'm back on the prowl for a camera that is perfect for my content, and God willing, it will fall into my lap real soon. But anyway, onto the agenda. Next order of business. I have like so much that I want to unpack today, and hopefully we can get through it all, but if we don't, then at least I can roll it over into another video, because there's only so much sitting down and talking we can do and squeeze into a certain amount of time. But guys, social media just be social mediaing as per usual. I have seen some crazy stuff on the internet, some funny stuff too, and I'm just like side-eyeing, I'm gobsmacked, I'm heartbroken. Like there's just so much going on. Like there's always something to talk about and express my opinion on, so I'm doing that today. So hopefully I can get through it all, but if not, then there's always another video. I don't even know where to start. I really should have planned out where to start, but yeah, and I'm sure by the title you can tell a couple of things that I'm covering or wanted to cover today. So where are we gonna start? I think that, do you know what, it's so nice and cold. Oh my days, I need that. All right, so I'm gonna start with the whole Dreya Max situation and how I survived the Twitter gangsters, okay? Because they came for blood, like they literally came for my neck. They tried to annihilate me online. Oh, before I get into it, sorry, I should have done a trigger warning that some of the topics that I plan on covering today do mention stuff like mental health, domestic abuse, like mental, physical, verbal, and racism, and some murder going on in there too. So if those are things that you don't really want to hear about today, or maybe a little bit triggering for you, then I will definitely catch you in another video. So yeah, with that being said, let's move on. Cool. So guys, it was, unfortunately, some allegations came out. I don't know if some of you know the artist Dreya Max, some of you will. She's a UK artist, but I know a lot of her music has gone international because a couple of her songs went viral on TikTok and everyone was dancing to this song, right?
With the body, she can't, so I added to the tally.
So, you know, I effed with Dreya Max music. The reason why I was a supporter of her was, one, she was representation for the LGBTQ community. She was representation for the young people, you know, coming up in the world and flexing their talents. She was actually very talented. She is very talented. I'm not going to take that away from her, whatever. You know, she's representation for young black people. So young people altogether, black people, black women, people in the music industry, people up and coming, do you know what I'm saying? And people in the LGBT community. So she was representation for so many people. So these allegations that came out was, for me, like very disappointing, right? So obviously I'm in the States and this has come out on a blog in the UK, and I was up like dumb early, so it had already come out, I guess, was like brewing for a couple of hours, but I have seen it early in the morning. So I've jumped on my Twitter, and I'm gonna need Elon Musk to just change the name back to Twitter, because I can't be calling it X. Like when you send a tweet, what am I supposed to say? I sent an X. I posted an X. That sounds a little bit dodgy, love. Like, you posted a picture of your ex? Like, you posted your ex where? Like, why are you posting your ex? Do you know what I mean? I don't know. So I'm gonna keep it old school and say Twitter. I just joined the Twitter crew like not too long ago. Don't really have much followers. I really just be on there minding my business. I repost a lot of stuff, but sometimes when I'm watching something or if I'm into something, I will join in the invisible conversation. Like, I'm gonna just talk. If people see it, they see it. If they interact, they interact. If they don't, then they don't. Like, I'm just minding my business, doing what the hell I need to do, right? Just tweeting away, not thinking that really anyone is gonna see it or my tweet's gonna gain any traction. So hold on, wait, let's just rewind a little bit. So if you haven't heard, allegations came out of her abusing an ex-girlfriend. They mentioned it was like 2 of her friends that had been friends with her for over a decade had decided to I guess expose her in a sense, putting out like text messages and voice notes and stuff like that, right? So it was just allegations of her obviously being like very verbal abusive, manipulative, and accusations of physical abuse. Disgusting. As someone, this is not a topic I'm going to get into today, but as someone who has been through domestic violence, I 1000% do not support it, because I understand the trauma that can cause to someone, right? So 1000% disapprove of that. Horrible, disgusting. So yeah, these allegations and stuff came out, whatever. I was reading the text. I know a lot more came out after, but I had just caught, I guess, the first part of it. So I'm reacting off of the first part. I think it came, well, not I think, it came out in the end that on her Instagram, she did like admit that, you know, the allegations were true and apologize for her behavior. That's what happens nowadays, right? So when it comes to me and like social media, right, I live in the real world. Like, I do this in real life. I exist in real life. Like, you are not gonna catch me caught up in social media. Like, I refuse to allow it to consume me to a certain extent. That's just my personality. I don't care what you think of that. You are you and I am me, but I operate in a different way. Like, it's just, there's just boundaries to how deep I'm gonna get into something. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, online, because it's never that serious. Well, sometimes it is, but on social media, like, there's always a scandal. Like, that's why we have blog pages and tea pages. Something can pop off one day, and give it 2 days, it's on to the next. People are on to the next scandal. It blows over. So there's only so much of my energy I'm going to put into it, right? So boom, now let's talk about how I survived the Twitter gangsters. Yeah, because these keyboard warriors was trying to step on my throat, but I had to ease that off ASAP. Like, listen, not today, like, please. So cool. So I've been what was it? I was expressing how I felt about the situation. I was just kind of like, you know, I'm like, if these are true, because obviously at the time I weren't sure or whatnot, I was just like, or not even if this is true, I was like, this whole situation is just disappointing. You know, she's a representation for so many people. Like, I'm disappointed on so many levels for so many reasons, right? I must have said like something like, I'm gonna try and post some of the screenshots and stuff too, like insert it throughout the video, right? But I was also saying like shit, at the time, like the text messages that I had seen, because I guess more came out, but I was referring off of what I had just seen. I was like, I'm not even gonna like judge her off of her wilding out in a text, because I've seen and heard people say way worse. Like, we definitely say shit like when we're angry. We say things we don't mean, we say things that we shouldn't say, and you know, we just, it's like some people really do say messed up things when they're angry. So we can't be mad at someone for saying like messed up stuff in a text, because everyone does it. We all say stuff when we're mad. Like, you can't deny that. No one is perfect. Do you get what I'm saying? So that's that. But I was saying, like, you know, the whole physical side of it, that's a no-no. Like, that's a dub. Like, girl, do better. Do you know what I mean? Like, what? You are too young for that. And the thing is, that was also disappointing, is you have a whole platform. Like, you should have known what happens in the dark, like, always comes to light. Like, you know this. You should have known, like, anything that you're doing that's messed up is gonna come out. Like, we're gonna see it eventually. It's not gonna stay covered up forever. But you have a whole platform. Like, when you was doing the things you was doing, did you not think like, hold on, like, me doing this can literally fuck up my whole career, like mess up my whole fan base, mess up all my brand deals, like everything you got going on for you, it's gonna disintegrate. Like, this is social media. Cancel culture is real. One wrong move and the people are getting together to destroy you. So I was just like, did she not even think about her platform when she was doing all of this? Yeah. So boom, now with this next tweet, I'm gonna leave you guys, like, I want you guys to tell me how you interpret it, but clearly people interpreted it in a way that I didn't mean, but it is what it is. So I feel like I'm not a hateful person. It's hard for me to hate someone, even in my real life. Like, a lot of people have done me wrong and done me dirty, and it's rare that you will hear me say I literally hate them. Like, I can't really think of anyone that I have ultimate hate for in my heart. Do you know what I mean? Like, a strong dislike, yes. Do I F with you? No. Do you make me sick? Yes. Do you get what I'm saying? But like, throwing around hate, that's not really me. So to be hateful towards someone that I don't even know, like, that's just not the type of energy that I'm gonna give. Like, I am not going to allow something that really, at the end of the day, doesn't really have nothing to do with me. I don't know this girl from nowhere. She don't know me. So to have a certain level of hatred, you're just not gonna get that from me. It is what it is. Like, point blank period. That's just not me. Like, that's just not who I am as a person, and I'm always going to be true to me. So yeah, like, obviously people were coming out saying really like horrible things about her, like coming for her looks, coming for her skin color, coming for her weight. And it's like, I get that people are mad, but can we concentrate on what's actually wrong? Because doing all of that is not going to help the victim heal. Do you get what I'm saying? So I've come out, like, not come out, I made a tweet, and I was just like, I'm not gonna jump on the hate train like a bandwagonist. I'm not gonna jump on the bandwagon because everyone is like, oh, I hate her, burn her at the stake, I hate her so much. So I'm like, yeah, we hate her. Like, because if that was the case, how much people will be burning at the stake, getting the pitchforks out? There's hella people we should be pitchforking right now. Do you get what I'm saying? But they're still living, they're still getting to the bag, they're still doing what they need to do. Like, all people have to do nowadays is just apologize, and like, life goes on. Do you get what I'm saying? So why am I going to consume my energy and build hatred in my heart for one, for a situation that most people are going to forget about soon anyway? Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah, sorry, that people are going to forget about. And like, I don't know, like, I forgot what I was saying, sorry. But yeah, I was just, what I meant by that is like, I'm not gonna sit here on my social media like a fucking loser at home and be like, oh, I hate her so much, burn her at the stake. Like, bro, I'm disappointed in your behavior. Like, that's messed up. How could you even do that? Like, what the hell? Do you know what I mean? But I'm not gonna sit here and be like, I hate you. She don't care. She don't care. And the thing is, I don't care about other people's opinions. If you want to hate her, that's fine. If you want to come for her skin color, if you want to come for her weight and call her a beast and all this stuff, that's fine. I don't care. That has nothing to do with me. She's not my mom, my sister, my brother, my niece, my best friend. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't care. Like, say whatever you want. It's your social media. It's your Twitter. You tweet whatever the hell you like. It's not my business. It's just really not, because it is what it is. Like, you're always going to see hateful comments, disgusting comments, hurtful stuff. That's just the world that we live in. So why are you mad that I don't want to hate her? Just because you choose to? And I low-key feel like some people were triggered because I called them bandwagonists, and I feel like that's what the true issue was. But anyway, who told me to go tweet that? So obviously, like I said, I was up like dumb early. I must have had a 1-2 hour nap now, you know. So working up out my little piece of nap, and I'm seeing, like, you know, a couple likes and whatnot on my tweets, and I'm like, oh, okay. My Twitter don't usually like pop off like that. Bro, when I say I opened the app and the first thing I saw was, girl, you. I was like, oh, huh? Like, what? I was like, hold on, wait a minute. What is going on? Like, I was so confused. And then I just saw people just attacking me, and I was like, oh my god, like, this is how this feels. Like, I have never experienced this ever in my life. Okay, I'm like, wow, so this is what people go through on a daily basis. Like, people really do just be attacking you, and like, people really coming for me. Like, I had like 4K views or something on the one tweet for one, 4,000, and like, people were really like coming for my neck. Like, they wanted blood. Okay, and I'm like, my head was like kind of spinning. I'm like, hold on, what is even going on? I was lost, I was confused. I was like, what did I even say? I was like, huh? Because I'm minding my business and tweeting my opinion, but I never once said anything that was offensive. So I was a little bit shocked as to why people were verbally abusing me. And I'm like, oh wow, like this is how this works. But what you're not gonna do is catch me entertaining a whole load of bullshit. But I had the time of day today. Like today I had the time. So I was very like picky and choosy with who I would respond to anyway, because it's just, for one, it's tiring, right? So I responded to a few people, but not a lot. But my first reaction was like, shut up, man. What are you even talking about? Like, shut up. You're just doing too much. Do you know what I mean? And it was more like, do you need a hug? I was sending people hugs. I was like, oh, kiss. Like, miserable. Misery loves company. You're not going to get it from me, because why do you even care? So people were like, but they decided to twist my tweet and was like, oh, you're supporting an abuser. People were like, oh, you want to be different so bad. And I'm like, I don't know if it's because I'm not really like into the social media thing like that, why I don't understand. I'm like, is this Twitter etiquette? I'm like confused as to why everyone's telling me I want to be different. Well, duh. I'm me. One of a kind. You're never going to find one like me ever again. I'm an original. My name is Queen Nay for a reason. I carry myself like a queen. I'm not a sheep. I don't need to follow what everyone else wants to say and do. Do you get what I'm saying? But I was very confused because you sound really dumb. You want to be different. So what, do I want to be the same? Am I supposed to be the same? Do I need to be the same? Like, and make it make sense, because the sense isn't sensing. Like, I was so confused. Like, someone was like, oh, you just want to be different so bad, loser. And I was like, that was a good one. But I was so confused. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit annoyed too. Like, I was low-key annoyed. Like, you guys are annoying me, because what are you even talking about? Shut up. Like, get a grip. All right, have a drink, lay down. I don't know, call your mom, hug your pet. I was just so confused. But the one about people telling me, oh, you want to be different so bad, was definitely confusing me, because that one just stuck with me a lot, because I'm like, what does that even mean? We're not twins, we're not clones, we are not the same. Okay, I'm in a whole different caliber and category to you, clearly. But one thing's for sure and two things for certain: you're not going to take away from my personality. Yes, I am conscious. Yes, I have my own mind. I have my own way of thinking. Like, and just because I'm on social media and just because I am like sending tweets or whatever, or maybe in a comment section, doesn't mean that I have to think the way everyone else thinks and have the same energy and hatred that everyone else has. So I was telling people straight up, like, people were like, oh, like, you're condoning, oh, so you're telling me you condone abuse? We have to hold people accountable. You don't want to hold her accountable? Oh, so that means you're on the side of the abuser? And I'm like, that doesn't even make sense. Like, that was most of my responses. Like, some of my responses was hugs, some of my responses was kisses, some of them were LOLs, some of them was like, do you need a hug? And then I probably responded to like an actual like conversation with like two people. One person, I was just like, you don't even know me like that, so relax. Okay, but I was like, that's not even what I said. Like, what I said had nothing to do with me, and especially if you had seen like my other tweets or whatever, like, it had nothing to do with me condoning an abuser. That doesn't even make sense. You guys are just mad because I said I don't want to build hatred in my heart. And that's what I said to someone. I said, why should I sit at home and build hatred in my heart for someone that I don't even know? That's the point I was making. You guys with your twisted little minds, again, bandwagoners, like, you're all just grouped together in this miserable little bubble, and I'm not joining it. I don't care. Ugh. Like, I was like, why is everyone trying to turn me into someone that's meant to be aggressive? Like, relax, smile a little bit more. Like, ugh. You guys just want me to be aggressive and angry so bad. Like, no, I'm not doing it. So yeah, if that makes me different and a loser, period. I'm different, I'm a loser. You mad? Like, bro, like, what? So yeah, I was just like, you know, that's not, for one, that's not what I said. Like, you never once heard me say I condone abuse. I never once said that she was in the right. I didn't even say wait for her to respond, we don't even know if it's true. I never once said that they were lying about the allegations. And someone else was like, oh, well, then that means you're not holding her responsible. You're not going to manipulate me. You are not going to, that is one thing you are not going to do, okay? Like, you're not going to manipulate me into thinking like, because I said I'm not going to jump on a hate train and say that I'm going to sit here and build and bubble up some hate in my heart for someone that I don't know, means that I condone abuse. That's dumb. You sound stupid. Do you get what I'm saying? So I just said to them, like, holding someone accountable is different from building hatred. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, so clearly that went over your head. You feel me? And I just feel like people were just offended. Like, oh, and then someone else was like, oh, well, what was the point of you saying that tweet? And I'm like, because it's my Twitter, I can say what the hell I want. Like, the hell? Who are you? Go away. It was like a he or a she. I don't know what it was. We're gonna call it it. So then I was like, but it's my Twitter, I can say what I want. Do you get what I'm saying? And I'm not building hatred in my heart for someone that I don't know. Like, what the hell? I don't even need to sit here and justify myself, but I did because I had the time, right? Then they were like, then it was like, oh, well, you saying that doesn't make you any more mature than people who just decide to hate her. Okay. What do you want me to say? I don't understand. Like, okay. But never once did I say, oh, if you do hate her, you're immature. Like, oh, like, I'm more mature than you because I don't want to hate her. Shut up. Shut up. Seriously. Take several seats. Give it a rest, love. Give it a rest, yeah? Not today. Alright? Relax. Drink some tea. Put a little shot of rum in there. I don't know. Do something. But, yeah. So, in the end, like, I was just reposted, like, everything that people were saying that was, like, mean or horrible or rude or aggressive. I just reposted it. I gave them a nice little heart. I liked it and I reposted it because what I'm going to show you is I stand on who I am as a person. You ain't going to catch me arguing back and forth with you. I probably responded to the same person, like one person twice, and it was more like, that's not what I said. And then was like, that's not what that means. And the other person, I was like, huh, like, what's your issue? I don't understand what your problem is. And then was kind of like, I said what I said, because I did. I said what I said. I don't care. And just because everyone wants to be aggressive doesn't mean I'm going to change my mind. And if you thought you was going to manipulate me by making me feel like, oh my god, like, I'm just trying to be so different, bro, I'm not one of Mary's little lambs. But like, so yeah, I was like, listen, people were ready to fight me. Like, they were ready to fight me. Like, they were really coming for me. And I'm like, it's never that serious. Go and attack someone else. People say way worse in the comments. Do you get what I'm saying? Go look for the people that are really like, but we're not going to do that. I'm about it in real life. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm a real life person. But what I'm not going to do is sit and argue with someone back and forth. On top of it, I don't know if some of you are in the UK or in the USA, but you're in the UK and I'm quite here in the USA. So me and you getting heated with each other, like, what's that going to do? What are we doing about it? And also what people like, for me especially, I have too much to lose. So when it comes to doing certain things online, I'm not doing it. You're not going to catch me acting all aggressive and whatnot. So now that you've come for me and you're being crazy, like, trust me, I could have responded in a crazy way, because when I'm ready, my mouth can be filthy. I can read you for filth. That's one thing for sure. Like, I'll let you know that for free. Like, I can read for filth if I wanted to. Do you get what I'm saying? But I'm like, I have too much to lose. I'm trying to build a brand, and I'm not trying to let other people online draw me out in a sense of where that can actually destroy anything I have going for me, like, moving forward. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, how I carry myself is in real life, and how I carry myself online, like, those are the same things. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, what you see is what you get. But you have to understand, one, what's worth your energy, what's worth a certain type of energy. Like, I could have sat here and really let people wind me up. I could have been angry, going back and forth with people, arguing with people, but all that does is leave me in the spot that I'm at, whether you're at home or whatever, angry and frustrated now and drawn out. For what? What's the resolve? I ain't gonna get those minutes back. I ain't gonna get that time back. And I'm not gonna let that consume me. So, peace. There's just more things in the world to worry about. Anyway, so I'm gonna finish that with saying, like, all this like energy and anger and hatred that we were building up, why not use that to actually spread awareness for victims? Why not spread awareness? Why not use that to be the change that we want to see, or to help someone heal? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, that's not making a change. Okay, yeah, it's getting her cancelled, but how are we helping her ex to heal? Her ex didn't even want to be known right now. She didn't even want to come out. But what we should be doing is letting her know that if you need the support, here are the resources. Like, here is how other women have healed from it and got through it. Why don't we use that energy to protest in the right way? Because at the end of the day, yes, we're all disgusted in Dreya's behavior, right? We are. It's like, that shit is not cool. But the most important thing in this whole situation is the person that has actually been affected by all of this, and the fact that she has to heal moving forward from that. How do we help her? Send a little prayer. Like, if we're going to be making posts and stuff, why not make it about things that she can use to actually heal and move forward in her life? Why don't we do that? Every time we see things online where people are just doing shit, like, why don't we come together then, and all this energy that we have and whatnot, do it in providing something that's going to make a change? Like, period. So yeah, that's that, guys. That is how I survived the Twitter gangsters. Oh, my lighting has gone a bit, I feel like it's gonna rain outside. It's gone a bit dim in here. I hope you can still see me. But yeah, so that was the survival of the Twitter warriors, the trolls. They were coming for me. But yeah, I like, to be honest, like, in real life, I don't let shit like that consume me. Like, I actually have real life problems. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, things that actually deserve my energy and that. But people are crazy. Like, people have the time. And the thing is, what if I was a crazy person, was like freaking tracking IP addresses? Like, relax, chill, man, chill. But yeah, I'm sorry, but I don't do it. I can't do it, so it ain't happening. But yes, guys, so that was that. I mean, a lot of blogs, I saw that a blog or whatnot had actually, oh, that's me, my bad, I forgot I had my iPad. I'm like, what is that? Because I'm using my phone. But yeah, some blogs had actually taken it down. I don't know if that was like a legal thing or whatnot. So, but I have still seen it on Twitter. So if you want to see, like, I'll probably post some of the screenshots. I don't know if I can, but I will. But yeah, I've like seen it. If you go on like TikTok, there's still a lot of like the screenshots of like the voice notes and the text messages and all the other stuff that had came out after. And don't get me wrong, like, I was definitely side-eyeing her. Like, she was screaming down the phone like a crazy person. I'm like, that is a sign of a mental breakdown. It's embarrassing. Like, it's embarrassing, but you know, that's her cross to bear at the end of the day. And like I said, my main like thing in this is that the girl that was affected, you know, like, she does what she needs to do to move forward in life. And shout out to her friends for holding her accountable, because it's not easy to hold your friend accountable in a situation like that. Like, if like one of my close friends had done some messed up stuff and I wake up, like, you know, wake up in the morning, I'm like, shit, like, this is what you've done, like, to come and even approach you is gonna be hard. You know what I mean? Because as friends, we usually love on each other, you know, unless something causes us to like argue. So to then have to bring something so heavy to you and then have to expose you, like, I'm sure her friends didn't just wake up like, I'm just gonna expose her. So I knew there was something behind it that they felt thingy enough, I can't think of the word, to wake up and do that. Do you get what I'm saying? So yeah, shout out to her friends for holding her accountable though. You know, like, I mean, it's 2023, like, it is what it is. I do feel like a lot of things should be handled privately, but I guess if it was handled privately, maybe the thing was that they wanted people to really see her for who she is, you know. So it makes sense. Like, how do you handle a situation like that? Like, how do you bring something so heavy to your friend without bringing it online? You know, but then it's like, but then do you still want someone to even be, do you still want people to support this person knowing that they're a monster and this is what they do? So yeah, I can only imagine how that was for the friends too. But I wish everyone happy healing, you know. And yeah, anywho, let's move on. Whew, need a little water after that. Oh dang, I just seen a FedEx van. It just reminded me that I actually have a package out there in my mailbox. I need to go and get it. I low-key like was like scouting outside. I was gonna go and like film outside today, but for one, I'm happy that I didn't, because it looks like it's gonna rain. And for two, like in the spot that I wanted to sit, there was like 3 lizards. Like they ran past me. I was like, yeah, that's a sign that I'm not supposed to sit here today. It ain't happening. I'm not about to chill on the farm with these animals. No thanks. Anyway, next. Okay guys, so this one is more like towards my true crime baddies. Okay, so I watch a lot of true crime. I like Fatal Attraction and For My Man, right? But child, I don't know what it is. Like, just like when I did the paternity court thing in my last episode, it's like there's usually like one episode of something. Like you'll be watching something and I'm like, nah, I gotta sit down and talk about this with my Regal family, because what? Like, what is wrong with people? People are insane. Bro, I just couldn't get my head around. I can never really get my head around a lot of things, but I was like, girl, but she went out sad, okay? Sad. That's just sad. Because no. So now. So the episode was Vernell and Kenneth. I'm gonna try and like upload like a picture or something here, so if you want to watch it, you can check it out yourself, right? So there's like different YouTubers that obviously upload them on like YouTube, like a lot of these episodes, but I like the ones that are good quality, because some of them are not good quality because obviously they're like recording them illegally and uploading it. But this one was like a good quality one, yeah. I'm gonna try and upload it so you can find it. But boom, now, so I'm watching For My Man, whatever. We always know For My Man is about women who commit crimes for their men, right? So Vernell and Kenneth, so they met, they were dating, etc. I think he had gone to prison or something. So in that time, she was like, you know, like seeing other guys. She had her little sneaky links and just doing her thing, getting on with life, because the man was gone. Like, what did you want her to do? Sit down and dry up like a prune? No one told you to commit crime and go to jail and leave me out here. So next. So anyway, she's doing her thing, whatever. But boom, he must have come out of jail now, trying to find his way back to his little shorty. And she's like, yes, daddy, come get me, period. So they got back together, right? I think it came out that either he had like found her roster, and he was also hearing rumors of like, you know, oh, your girl was like messing with this person when you was in jail and messing with this person and whatnot. So he's confronted her about it, and she's like, yes, Poppy, it's true, kind of thing, yeah. So he's totally mad. He's like, nope, like you have to lock all these guys off. Like, I want them off the radar. So it wasn't just like, oh, block them all and just make sure you don't talk to them and see them, and you know, if they try to talk to you in a certain way, just nip it in the bud, like let them know it's a wrap. No, he wanted them schmurdered, okay? Unalived. Like, he was like, if you want to be with me and we are going to be together, we need to get rid of these people, like expeditiously, indefinitely, like forever. And I'm like, what? But not only did Kenneth want all of these men out of the way, he wanted Vernell to do it. Like, nigga, are you crazy? So hold on, wait a minute. So I'm like, hold on. And she was like, yeah, okay. So she actually went on she lured them into a date, and one of them, she actually like attempted to attack him. I think it was shoot him or stab him, but it didn't quite hit like anything vital, so he didn't actually die. But I'm sorry. So you want to be with me, you want my old links out of the way, but you want me to get rid of them? No. Because if you want me that bad, but you want them out of the way that bad, why don't you get rid of them? And I don't condone unaliving in any type of way, but why don't you get rid of them? How you a hitman? I don't know, get someone else to do it. Get somebody else to do it, because you must be crazy. I'm not about to risk my life because you are so controlling and manipulative and jealous and crazy. So why should I risk my life for it? You want to be with me, you're the one that wants them out the way, so why don't you get them out the way? And the thing is, right, I was also like, okay, if you love me that bad, you want to be with me that bad, to the point where like other people that I have messed with need to be out of the way, why would you put me in a situation that could potentially send me to jail if we slip up? Like I could potentially get life in prison. I could potentially get the death penalty. Like I could be gone for good too. So if it's like that deep and you love me that much and you want me that bad, why are you putting me in a position that can send me away, that can lock me up, that can mess up my life, where we actually won't be able to be together? Why would you do that? That doesn't even make sense. So why did she think, yes, okay, I'll do it? Like, did she not once think like, no, but hold on, if I do this, then I can go to jail and then we can't be together anyway. I would rather be without you. Okay, well, if you want to be going to do the most to be with me, cool, but can you leave me out of it? Because that's not my business. It is what it is. We all have a past. We've all been with people. What are we going to do? Just walk around unaliving everyone that our partners have been with in the past? That don't make no sense. And on top of it, you want me to do it? Like, you want to send me to jail? Like, why? Don't you love me, Zaddy? Why do you want to send me to jail? I don't like it. So I was like, Vanille girl, you need to get a grip. Like, straight up no. So she did the first attack. It didn't happen. The guy kind of didn't snitch on her. I don't know why. He's an idiot anyway, because you could have helped other men. But yeah, he didn't snitch. He was just like, do you know what? I didn't even see who did it. Like, it was dark. It is what it is. It happened, right? So cool. They laid low for a little bit because they thought they were going to get caught, but they didn't get caught. So they were like, oh yes, like we got away with basically attempted murder. So let's try this again with the next person on the list. And I think it was like a manager at her job or her old job, whatever, on the list, you know. So they've gone and lured the next man in to murder, and I think she actually unalived this guy, right? And I'm like, is she still not like, she should have been looking at him like, this is on you. Like, this is on you. That's fine. You don't want me to be with them, but you want me to lock them all off and you want me to unalive them too. Be for real. I don't understand some people's ways of like thinking and behaving sometimes. Like, what even is that? Why are we even doing that? Does that make sense? How are we supposed to live a good future? We're going to be paranoid for the rest of our lives. We've got this heavy thing weighing on us, like knowing that we are murderers. Like, what? No, daddy, I don't want to do it. Nah, mate. I would have been like, listen, you're gonna have to go find someone else because I don't want no parts, okay? I would have been side-eyeing like, bro, what? I must be an idiot if you think I'm ever gonna put myself in a situation to do anything like that that's gonna put me in any kind of problems like that. I would not survive not 1 minute in jail anyway, so I'm not about to do it for you with your crusty, dusty backside. The fact that you even have the audacity to even ask me hurts my feelings, okay? Like, nah, man, that's just OD. So guys, that's not even the wickedest of it. Listen to the wickedest, okay? Like, the wickedest of it. The worst thing of it all, guess what her reward was after doing this to these men? My reward? Rhymes with Mex, begins with an S. You'll figure it out. Pina Wiener. That is my reward. Pina Wiener. Hold on, wait a minute. So you want me to be unaliving people, lock off all my links, you want me to unalive them for you because you're crazy and insecure, and my reward is jiggly dry mix? Nah, I'm gonna need you to run me a couple stacks, like a life-changing amount of stacks. Put me in a mansion in the hills, like Beverly Hills or something, where all the rich people reside, okay? Run me some peas. My weekly allowance needs to at least be $1,000. Like, you're gonna have to give me something that's life-changing where I can live a good life until my head takes me or the police actually find me and come and lock me up. At least let me enjoy what I did for you needs to be worth it. And I'm not about to do it for Pina Wiener. It's not happening. Like, we do that every day. Well, not every day. Do you know what I mean? But we're partners. We do that anytime. It's what we do. So how is that even a reward? That is insulted. I'm insulted, okay, because you've asked me to do this crazy stuff, and now on top of it, my reward ain't even nothing. Like, that's something I can get any day. But the thing is, like, she loved it. Like, they were made for each other. Psychopaths. Psychopathic behavior. Like, I got, like, my brain. I can't figure out. So, if your partner put you in the position to do that, guys, right, and your partner was like, listen, if you want us to be, I love you and I want us to be together, but if this is going to work, I need you to unalive everyone, all your links that you've been with, you know, recently or whatever, like, get rid of them. And if you do that, I'm going to give you Pina Wiener. What are you going to do? Like, are you going to be like, yes, daddy? Okay. Are you going to be like, bitch, hell no? Oh, you're gonna be like, yes, but not for Pina Wiener. Like, can you run me some stacks? Like, I'm gonna need at least 50k to get me through the year. I don't know, I'm just making up a number, but I'll be like, run me some stacks, buy me a nice big house, like, put me somewhere nice, let's go live in the Bahamas. I don't know, like, we're gonna have to do something drastic where I can actually enjoy my life. So would you more be like that, or is it just a hell no? I mean, for me, it's a hell no. Like I said, like, nothing in this life is worth me going to jail. Like, seriously. I mean, is there things worth going to jail? I don't know. I guess it kind of depends. But generally speaking, no, I wouldn't survive a day in prison. So I've never put myself in that situation. But what would you do? Let me know. Because it's not, I don't know. So basically, to wrap this up, she ended up getting caught and went to prison, right? And when she first went to jail, this idiot didn't even want to rat on her man. She didn't even want to rat him out. She was like, no, like, that's him and I'm going to stand by him. She was taking a rap. But then she realized, hold on, I'm sitting here in prison and he is free. And this was his idea. And the first guy was attempted murder. But the second guy, it was actually Kenneth that done it. Like, he was the one that actually finished the second guy off. Like, she didn't even do it, but she is sitting in jail for both of them, and he's not even sitting in prison for the one that he done. And I think she ended up trying to rat him out in the end, but maybe there was no evidence. I am pissed. P-I-double-snake-E-D, like, for real, because she did all of that. She is the one in jail and he didn't get no time. Nah, she went out sad. That's sad. You went out sad because you didn't get nothing out of it. You're not even sitting in jail while he is free and even lived a too good life, popping a couple bottles of champagne, eating good fine dining, nice chocolates and wine, and I don't know, shaking ass on a yacht in Miami or something. I'm like, what? That's embarrassing. So yeah, I was very disappointed. I was very disappointed in Vanilla. Kenneth, like, she literally got finessed. She literally got finessed. Like, women, do better, okay? Make better choices, all right? So you don't have to end up on For My Man. And even if you do, don't be the only one going to jail, okay? You just need to be making sure that the evidence is evidencing so that at least both of you are doing time. But me, I could never. Sorry, period. Yes, guys. Anyway, so let's just move on to our next topic. I actually have a little bit of time to move on to the next one too. So yes. So I'm gonna move on to the next topic, and then, like my last video, I am gonna end it with some like fun and cute, funny stuff too. So I'm trying to squeeze it all in, especially because I'm like back, yay. Anyway, let's move on, guys. So I'm going to touch on this topic briefly because I guess really there's not too much to say about it, but I'm going to give my opinion on it anyway. And this is the whole Spice and Erica Mena situation. I'm going to come out and say it off the rap, like, Erica Mena was being racist. It is what it is. It's 2023. We all know better than to be calling someone, a black person, a monkey. Erica, girl, You are not slow, okay? You know better than that. We already know in this day and age, like, we cannot be walking around calling black people monkeys and not expecting people to think that we are being racist. That's crazy. You are also a woman of color, obviously, in a way, because you're not black like we, but I guess you're not white like that. But you have black children. Your ex-husband, baby daddy, is black, Jamaican, like Spice. So no, we're just not gonna do that. And the thing is, like, it's just annoying because I feel like black people nowadays, we're fighting so hard against racism still every day, which is just very annoying. Like, constantly on the defense, having to defend ourselves, expose people. Like, it's actually crazy and very tiring. But for them to have been friends and now Spice got a fight against her friend, like, that is crazy, right? So boom, now everyone's like, oh well, you know, children are off limits, like Spice shouldn't have brought up her son. Now don't get me wrong, I understand Spice hit where it hurt. She said something that she knew was obviously going to piss Erica off, but she didn't say anything that warranted that kind of response. I'm sorry, but no, she did not. Now yes, she said something that she knew was going to piss Erica off, cool, but she didn't insult her. She didn't insult her son. She didn't say nothing disrespectful about her son. She didn't say nothing nasty about her son. She just said, that's why your son don't like you. We all say things like that. Like, we've all been in a position to be like, well, that's why so and so don't even F with you no more. That's why blah 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 don't even like you. That's why blah 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 don't even talk to you. Do you get what I'm saying? But obviously it hit a nerve because it's her son, whatnot. Cool. Erica could have said anything. She could have responded in any way. You already said something that was real disgusting and told Spice that she should have died the other day when she was going through all her medical stuff. Like, bro, that's OD below the belt as it is already. She got 2 kids. It's not like Spice was like, I wish you were dead. Or said anything about, do you get what I'm saying? I don't want to say it because I don't know, it's just too much. But you already said that and you know she got 2 kids at home. And Spice is just supposed to be like, yes, I should have done and left me to pick them. Like, no, like, that's a lot, and her kids have to see that too. So I feel like people using the whole son thing, like, why you even, I saw like Just Hilarious and even Scrappy had kind of like commented on it and was like, well, she shouldn't have brought up her son, like, kids are off limit. Yeah, they're off limit, but she didn't say anything that was offensive. Like, you lot are not even making sense, you sound dumb, like, shut up. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, no, at the end of the day, right, hit back, cool. She could have hit back and said anything. Like, I understand you was angry, but I'm sorry, she meant it. She said what she said in a moment and she meant it. Obviously now she's apologized after how many weeks. Fair enough, you decided to apologize, and I feel like it's only because maybe she was pushed to apologize by her team or whatever. But like, she was angry. Like, if you watch that clip, she said it with vindication. Like, she said it with so much hatred, you could see it. She was even like, oh, like, no, she said that with her chest. And don't get me wrong, I understand, I said it earlier, we say things when we are angry, we do, but you're on TV. For one, you shouldn't even be, to know that that's even what you're thinking. Like, no, like, if I'm arguing with someone, my first thought is to not say a racial slur. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I can say anything. Erica could have said anything. She already hit below the belt when she told Spice that she should have died. She done tell a woman said she should have died. I left her 2 kids behind. You done said that. That was enough, bro. Like, what? But then you had to go with that whole other comment. That was old. Like, that was too much. So yes, it was racist. People are like, oh, you're not being racist. Black people always playing the victim. I don't think Spice was playing the victim. I think obviously she was hurt because she's like, not only obviously we were friends and yeah, like, now we're beefing, but bro, like, you literally tried to come at me with like a racial attack. Like, that's not cool. And then it came out online that that's not the first time that Erica's even said like racist stuff in it. And then people are like, oh, Spice is milking it and like playing the victim card and whatever. Don't do that, because for one, you're not even in that situation. And at the end of the day, like, how many of us have had racial encounters and have expected people to have our backs? So much racial stuff come out nowadays on social media and people are fighting for people. So why is this any different? Like, people just choose, like, they just pick and choose. Like, when they want to defend someone, which is crazy. I do, however, feel like, you know, Erica has apologized. I do feel like Spy should apologize, even if it's like a half apology, which is never good enough, you know. But even if it's like, sorry if what I said offended you, I do feel like, do you know what, I knew what I was saying was gonna hurt you, so I'm sorry. Do you get what I'm saying? And move on. Like, at the end of the day, Erica's the one that really has to hold this L, and I see that she was obviously fired from Love and Hip Hop. And I know this might sound a little bit biased, but she's lucky that my uncle, yes, big up my uncle, okay, that's my blood uncle too, period, that's a flex. But my uncle is actually in the stepmother movies that are on Tubi. Okay, and also that's the thing, like, Erica, like, you had so much going for you, like, outside of Love and Hip Hop, girl, like, you've been in your movie bag. Like, you've been in your bag, like, working on other projects, like, really doing your thing. Like, I was actually rooting for her too, which is kind of crazy. Very much supporting you. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, why would you even do something that would, like, tear that all down? Like, come on, man, we know better than that. We know better than that. Just do better. But anyway, she's lucky that my uncle's in those movies, or else I'll be fighting to get those taken down too. But no, seriously, I understand people do have to be held accountable, and you can't just walk around doing things like that and thinking that there won't be consequences, because there will. People are not standing for it, you know, like, people are not standing for it. And yeah, it's just a shame that out of all the things that she could have said, that is what she went for. Like, that's not cool, baby girl. That's not cool. Do better, man. Come on. And I don't know, like, for me, it just makes me feel like, okay, if someone can drive you to that point to say something like that in that moment, like, what do you say when people aren't watching, when people aren't looking, when certain people cannot hear? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, what goes through your mind? Because some of us do have, like, very intrusive thoughts. It just makes me think, like, how long have you been feeling that way? How many times have you said that about other people in your head? Do you know what I mean? But you have black children, like, come on, and you're a woman of color too. Like, come on, man, just do better. That shit's not cool, especially in this day and age. Like, just don't do it. Whether you meant it in a racist way or not, you already know everyone's going to see it as a racial thing, because that's one thing that black people have been fighting against, which is kind of crazy, because if you actually look at history, black people are really not the ones that are actually born from monkeys and apes. But, you know, we move because the world is very uneducated and people are just ignorant. So but yeah, so yeah, that was just not it. Like, that was just not it. And yeah, it's just a shame that she put herself, you know, in that situation. But I hope they heal and move forward from it, you know, in whichever way and stuff. But yeah, I do think Spy should apologize, at least. I do. Erica's apologized. Like I said, things happen, right? And then we just move on. So it is what it is. I did also see too that Scrappy was like, how Love and Hip Hop set her up. Bro, what? How can they set her up to be racist? If they literally wrote a script and was like, if you don't say this racial comment on tonight's episode during the argument, then you'll be fired, then cool, she was set up, right? Because you gave me a script and you told me to call her a monkey. But you're an idiot anyway, because if you gave me a script and told me to be racist, like, I don't know, like, say I'm on set with someone who is from Pakistan and they tell me when I'm arguing blah blah blah, I must call them the P word, I'm gonna be like, why would I do that? Are you crazy? For you to then fire me, you already know that the world is gonna come down on me for that. And then obviously when you guys are feeling the pressure, you're gonna have to let me go. So why would I do that? So I doubt they very much said, here's your script, you must be racist tonight. Maybe if he would thought about what he was saying a bit more, they were like, no, I can't excuse it, I'm sorry. But why would they set her up to be racist? Yes, okay, they knew an argument was going to pop off and they were going to fight, but I'm sure she could have said anything. So that didn't make sense to me too, because it's like, no one set someone up to be racist. You can't set me up to be racist. That doesn't make sense. You can set me up to say things that is obviously going to cause a moment for TV. Like, this is a TV gold moment. Do you get what I'm saying? Yes, this is going to go viral. Like, this is going to get the people's attention. And that's kind of at the detriment of me and how I'm seen. Do you get what I'm saying? Everyone does it in the Love and Hip Hop franchise. People be acting crazy, fighting, doing the most, right? But to set someone up to say a racial slur, I just don't see that as a thing. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. Do you get what I'm saying? Because they could have done that anytime. She could have been racist anytime. I do believe they set it up for, obviously, to be an explosive moment, but I'm sure everyone was expecting for her to respond in any other way besides that. And if that was the case and they did actually say, you must be racist tonight, I'm sure she would have spoken out on it. But I doubt she would have risked her job for that. That doesn't even make any sense, Scrappy. Like, go do something. I don't know. I wish people would just think before they speak. I don't know, sometimes I don't think before I speak, but that didn't make any sense to me, because there's so many people that could have then been set up to be racist. You get what I'm saying? So make it make sense, please. But yes, guys, so anywho, so that was that. That was my opinion on that. So do you feel like Erica meant that in a racist way? Like, do you think there was a racial connotation behind it? Do you feel like she should have apologized? Do you feel like she should have lost her job? Do you feel like Spice was in the wrong? Do you feel like Spice should apologize? I don't know, like, let me know what you guys think. Do you feel like she wasn't intentionally racist? Do you feel like you can be accidentally racist? Is that a thing? I was racist by accident. Really? Anyway, guys, that is it for the drama and toxicity. Okay, let's move on to a lighter note. Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna insert this first clip, which I thought was so cute and adorable. It literally had me laughing. Like, just the innocence, like the joy and like innocence of kids is just so heartwarming to me. Like, seriously, they are so funny, like, especially when they have their little like personalities. But just the innocence of a child can literally just brighten up your day.
My mom told me it was wiggling, not raining. My mom said it is raining. It's wiggling outside, Macy. It's raining. No, it's not. Yes, it is. No, you're pretty. And you're not real. I'm real. And that's raining. Ow! It's raining. It's okay. It's raining. You broke my heart. It's okay. You broke my heart. Yeah. You broke my heart.
That was too cute, and I hope it brought you as much joy as it did me. Like, seriously, I thought it was so freaking adorable. I've watched it like 100 times. And it's funny because people in the comments like, boy, there's gonna be so much more pokes to the heart to come. I was like, oh, bless him. He was really like, you poked my heart. He was like, ow, you poked my heart. She poked my heart. Oh my god, too cute. But like, no, they were really arguing. But it's so funny because he went from like, no, like, my mom said this, and then he was like, you're pretty. It's like, oh, that is so cute. But yeah, anyway, so this next part, I'm basically just gonna like, so I've got like just a couple screenshots of just other things that I kind of thought was funny. I'm only gonna do like a few of them because I'm also gonna get ready to wrap this up here. Someone said whoever drew Goku Jackson is really a menace to society. And then the person said, is this from Dragon Ball Z? I'm sorry, listen, sometimes right, I'm literally almost crying. Like, sometimes right, I'm just scrolling and I see, like, my sense of humor, like, anything makes me laugh. Like, my sense of humor is crazy, right? But I could just see the littlest things and I'm like, this shit is so funny. Like, that had me cracking up because I was like, not Dragon Ball Z, because he looks like Michael Jackson, but he really does. And then this next one, the person said, sorry, oh god. So the person said, have you ever ate a date? And the person said, ate a date? Yes. What's that mean? Like, ate their ass. It's a fruit. That is so embarrassing. That would be so embarrassing. This is why clarification is important. Clarify, okay? Let's clarify, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna read the comments. So basically, it wasn't a funny situation. So something happened. Someone was attacked in a park, right, around an apartment complex. But the news had done an interview with someone, and you know, some of these people that are interviewed are just so funny. So this guy has done an interview, guys. When I say, right, you've seen the man, I'm gonna insert the clip. His voice doesn't match. So just like people were saying in the comments, people were like, this is a serious matter, but his voice like caught people off guard. And then the comments just had me crying, like, on top of it, like, seriously.
Left for brunch and came home to what he describes as a movie scene.
I'm going to start carrying my pistol. If we in the Wild Wild West, somebody need to let me know. Sunday. I just moved in here, so I'm wondering if I picked the wrong place. I have a standard poodle, which is a very coveted breed. This is Miss Blanche Marie, and if someone tried to take my dog, I would act very aggressively as well. And we do have security here, but I guess they don't do much.
In Atlanta.
So the guy was like, if we live in like, it's just the way people say things, it's just too funny. He was like, if we live in the Wild Wild West, someone need to let me know. Not the Wild Wild West. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. No, I really do find this shit funny. Like, I don't know, you guys must probably think that I'm crazy, but I actually find it funny. And then he said, and we do have security, but I guess they don't do much. And I'm like, period, because how, like, am I getting attacked to security? Oh God, but not the shade if I guess they don't do much. Damn right, they clearly ain't doing their job. They must be sleeping on the job. I'm sorry, let's move on. No, guys, this is the one that did it for me. Someone said, I cannot take this man seriously. No, I cannot take this man seriously, sounding how he's sounding. Why he talk like Medea? I find it funny because it's so true. Like, he really does talk sound like Medea. Oh my God, I'm snorting. Nah. Listen, he legit was sounding like Medea though. So I definitely found that funny because I'm like, no, like, once I read that, it's like, you can't unhear it. Do you know what I mean? I need to grow up, like, seriously. This man was just cracking everyone up because from his voice, just the things he was saying, to his poodle being called Miss Blanche Marie, like, it was just a lot. Like, boy, what? And then the last one, someone said, sorry, the last one, someone said he is too damn big to have that voice. God, forgive me. Oh no. No, you guys, listen. Sometimes I've got to stay out the comment section, like. So yeah, I just wanted to end it on a more lighter note and, like, just share some of the crazy things and funny things that I have seen, as well as share my opinion with you guys. And of course, like, you know, interact in the comments, interact with me on Instagram, like, let me know what you guys think, share your opinion on anything you've heard on anything that you have heard today. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as usual, if you did, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up, give me a like, because it definitely does help me. I'm really trying to build this brand and build my channel, so every little helps. If you was feeling the fire today, don't forget to subscribe. Okay, yes guys, until next time, I am sending you love, light, and positive vibrations. Peace. Bye.